Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jenny. Mark, I saw some news pop up about a big milestone for a company that's been around forever. Microsoft?
50 years! Yeah, they just hit the big 5-0. It's wow. Thinking about where they started, right? Like floppy disks and DOS prompts to, well, what they're doing now.
Right? It feels like they've been quietly reinventing themselves. And it sounds like they use this anniversary to really show off what's next, particularly with their AI assistant, Copilot.
Oh man, this is the cool part. Copilot. They're pushing it. They call it Agentic, which, okay, sounds a little sci-fi. But basically what's happening is, it's not just answering questions anymore.
Agentic. So it's acting more like an agent for you?
Exactly. Think about it this way. Instead of just telling you where to find a restaurant, it can go and make the reservation for you. They've got integrations with OpenTable, even things like 1800 Flowers. It's taking your intent and actually doing the steps to fulfill it, like having a digital personal assistant.
Okay, wait, let me get this straight. My AI assistant is now going to be ordering my flowers and booking my dinner? That's fascinating. But how does it know what I want? Is that where the personalization comes in?
Yeah, that's the other big piece they unveiled. Deeper personalization. It's learning your habits, your preferences. Even things like, I saw mention of, integrating biometric data over time. Like how you're feeling based on, I don't know, maybe subtle cues? Which is something to think about.
Whoa, biometric data? Like using Face ID or something, perhaps, to understand context? I can already hear our listeners thinking about privacy right now. That feels like a notable step.
It does. And Microsoft is talking about doing some of this processing on device where possible, like on their Surface devices with dedicated chips, to keep sensitive data from just zipping up to the cloud constantly, which is good, right? But it's definitely a conversation we need to have. How much comfort do we have with an AI knowing much about us?
Definitely. It feels like a balance between convenience and, well, knowing how much our digital assistant knows about us. Beyond the personal side, where is Microsoft focusing globally with this AI push? Are they doubling down somewhere specific?
Oh yeah. Europe. They're putting serious money into Europe. Over 20 billion euros in cloud and AI infrastructure since early last year. It shows they view Europe as a crucial market. Probably with all the recent focus on AI regulation there too. You know, getting ahead of the curve.
Right, staying ahead of the curve on those rules. And I saw they're expanding into other regions too, like the Adriatic and Kazakhstan. It's not just the major global markets.
Exactly. They're looking at local partnerships, skills development. Kalin Dimchev, their manager for the Adriatic region, talked about how embracing these platforms can drive local GDP growth. It's a smart move to tailor solutions, rather than just a one-size-fits-all approach.
That makes a lot of sense. And obviously the enterprise side is huge for them. I mean, 85% of Fortune 500 companies are already using some form of Microsoft AI. That's massive.
It speaks to how integrated their tools are already. M365, Azure. Adding AI into that workflow is almost a natural step for many businesses. It's less of a foreign concept when it's built into the tools you already use.
Okay, switching gears a bit because this part just fascinates me. Quantum computing. I saw the Majorana 1 chip mentioned in their announcements. How does that fit into the AI picture?
Quantum. This is where it gets really futuristic. Quantum computers can handle certain types of problems that classical computers just can't. Complex simulations, optimization problems. Things like drug discovery or new material science. Stuff that takes classical computers forever, if they can even do it at all.
So how could that help AI? Would it train models better or faster?
Potentially. Think about simulating incredibly complex scenarios to train an AI, or solving optimization puzzles too vast for today's chips. It's still early days for practical, large-scale quantum computing, but having a chip like Majorana 1 is a significant step towards that future. It could unlock completely new types of AI capabilities, especially in areas requiring deep simulation, like modeling climate change with much higher accuracy, or designing more efficient proteins for medicine.
That's wild to think about. So, looking ahead, you've got these agentic AI features on one hand, major global investments, and then this advanced quantum research on the other. What's the overall takeaway from this 50th anniversary look at Microsoft?
I think it's that they're leveraging their legacy and their massive existing infrastructure, the Windows, the Office, the Azure, to really push hard on the future of AI. They're not just adding features. They're trying to fundamentally change how we interact with computers. From simple tasks automated by Agentic AI to complex simulations powered by quantum. It's a multi-pronged approach.
It feels like a pivot towards autonomy in our software. From reactive tools to proactive helpers, with potential breakthroughs in computation on the horizons. It's a lot to keep an eye on, especially how this affects our daily digital lives.
Absolutely. And the regulatory and privacy conversations around this personalized, agentic AI, that's only going to get louder. Will people trust their assistant with biometric data? Will businesses be ready for fully autonomous agents doing critical tasks? It's a fascinating space to watch develop.
It certainly is. We should probably do a poll on our social media asking listeners how comfortable they are with an AI assistant booking appointments for them. I'm genuinely curious.
Ooh, good idea, Jenny. Or asking how much personalization is times too much personalization for their digital assistant. That feels relevant.
Definitely. All right, on that note, thanks for breaking down Microsoft's big announcements with me, Mark.
Always a pleasure, Jenny. This stuff just gets me interested.
Haha, I can tell. And thank you, listeners, for joining us. We'll be back next time with more tech insights.
See ya!